Good evening, happy Tuesday. I am very tired. I've been in the house from training for all of 16 minutes after a late finish. I'm hungry. I've not had any dinner yet. I'm wet and I'm cold because it's pissing down outside, but I was committed and I wanted to get the playoffs started. This is what the last few months have been building up for. And there's 2 games, so we could squeeze them in on a Tuesday night, can't we? Welcome to the Super League playoffs. I am looking forward to getting through this tonight. Here are the 2 games. Just a reminder of what's going on tonight. It is just the 2 games. It's the first legs. East Coast play Burn, Stanley play Sancte. They will be your 2 games this evening. And then when we meet up again, I'm not going to promise tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Depends how tired I am to get the teams out. But most likely Thursday. We play the second legs plus the first leg of Vikings versus Badgers. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's already 9:30 on a Tuesday night. Let's kick this off. Mr. Savage, I can see you in the chat. Please check your DMs, sir. I have left you a message. And for that reason, I want to kick off with East Coast versus Northern Burn, which is not that game. It is this one. Burn, obviously eternally linked to the playoffs these days. Such a successful team, such a successful manager. But they do have, from memory, the most absentees for the first game. As you can see on the screen, Montero unavailable, Ortega unavailable, Montella unavailable, crucially. Yellow cards as well. This is why certain players were being rested. Yes, Doug, you're seeing what I'm saying. That is a bad pack for Mr. Edwards, indeed. Indeed, Mr. Savage. And that's sacrifice, yes. The hunger is the main thing, but I suppose I have enough layers of fat here that I'm not exactly going to waste away spending 20 minutes doing fantasy nostalgic football with you all, am I? And for anyone who's new to the Super League and the Super League playoffs, the big change, other than games being played over 2 legs, etc., is 5 subs are allowed. 5 subs in the playoffs. And that is what the managers, that's the luxury that they've got for finishing in top 6. So here is that Burn team. And it is pretty much what you'd expect with what's available. The subs bench has an extra defensive player. Indeed. Wow, Alex. Wow. Yeah, thanks, Mike. I will go in. I will do that when I get to your game. Yeah, I just subtly messaged Mike about 15 minutes ago, just reminding him. Thanks to Duggan, who did put it in the chat earlier as well. It's 5 subs in the playoffs. I didn't want you to run the risk of playing with 4 on your first attempt. It can make all the difference. Believe me, Alex, we have seen it make the difference. That is certainly true. I did post these out yesterday as well, but just for reference, in this iteration of the Super League, a dead even record between these two teams as well. 4 games played, a win apiece, 2 draws, 5 scored, 5 conceded. What is going to happen over these 2 games? We are shortly about to find out. East Coast have none of the issues that Burn have, a full squad available to choose from, and this is the squad they go with. Shevchenko continues playing in every game, even in Dimble. Good timing. Ronaldinho is back available. What is a Bergstrom? The new hashtag, hashtag WIAB, continues on that left-hand side. Kovalchuk, Zeles, and Ferguson in those crucial DM. He fucking loves the play. I love the playoffs. Fucking come on. I don't have to stream 2 games and everyone's happy. Of course I love the playoffs, Duggan. So a full squad. Lovely evening ends. The big question is, would you like backing music for these 2 games? Let me know in the chat as I go to Match Center. East Coast at home for this game. That could be crucial as well. Send me some score predictions. And also let me know what's going on in the football tonight, because I've been out. I have no idea what's happening. Come on, the football, says Mega Horse. Indeed. Up the Mega Horse. One of the all-time legends of... that's not an instruction. Backing music is a no from Martin. As long as it's not 70s poor music. No, well, you know what the choices are. I think Cosmos could take an advantage here. Duggan's going in with proper punditry. Good lad. Do you know what? I have said, and I've been thinking about, obviously, what happens after I leave the Super League and obviously concentrating on Fools. I do need to get myself on one of those free music websites so I can just download a mix of stuff. I just noticed the end of that. This reeks of an Edwards 1-0. Let's go to the game. Let's get things started. Last time Burn were decimated against a good side, they battered them in game. It's not the first time Burn have battered anyone either. Here we go. The first playoff game. Remember, this is just the first leg. Nothing is won and lost tonight. Let's kick this one off. Oh, my. Oh, Robbie Carlos. He has been sent off after a minute. Oh, no. I said nothing could be won and lost. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ian. Obviously, Dimble, red card means you can change things if you want. Yes, I think that's the proper reaction. Oh, dear me. Not the start. Ian was already missing players, and now he's missing Carlos for the second leg. Unbelievable scenes. Defo and Edwards 1-0 now. You watch a tactical masterclass happen here. Dimble's saying no changes. That's not wholly unexpected, to be fair, mate. We are still essentially in the Easter holidays, so references to Jesus are a must. Harsh on Ian, that, indeed. Yes, I will tell you at halftime why he was off. Although Tato's normally good at reading the fast text, so he's probably seen it and can tell you what he did. It's one of Tato's many skills. And here comes the changes. So, Rosu left wing back, Skull central, keep the arrow and appeal the red card. Someone been egging on Carlos there. Thank you very much. Yes, that is correct. Right. 1 minute in and we've already had drama. Let's see what comes next. There were a few Burn players who were a yellow away from missing the second leg as well. So keep an eye on the yellow card count. I reckon whoever attacked skipped him in the slapped him in the tunnel. And it's 1-0 Hussein on half an hour. So Elias goes in the book. And send 2 complaints on the referee, says yes. Burn coming forward. I think that's 4 minutes being added on at the end of the half. Are Coast going to get a second before the break? No is the answer to that question. Agent Savage sent Carlos to Burn to ruin Edwards' playoff chances. Half-time in the first leg of the first game. Northern Burn down to 10 men after just 1 minute. Unsurprisingly, I found it very, very difficult to break down East Coast, who have had 5 attempts, 3 on target, scoring 1. Looking at the ratings for the home side, everyone on a 7 or 8. Zayles, the only player in the book, and nobody below 93% condition. All looking quite tidy, that for Dimble. As for Mr. Edwards, and Dimble not wasting any time, roll to 60, no worries. Unsurprisingly, Carlos on a 5. You've also got a 5 for Stefano Fiore. Let's get the hashtag trending, guys. Sneaky Dims. Ian also going as is, no problem at all, sir. We resume the action. And Coast starting quickly, looking for that second. Hussein misses. A lot of time goes by and we pause on 65. Still 1-0 to the home side. Hussein and Bergstrom and Ferguson all turning up on the big occasion. All on 9s at just after the hour mark. Still Zayla is the only player in the book. And conditional-wise, look at this. It's that they're looking very strong at East Coast here. How can it say Bird had nothing on target when Roberto Carlos landed that punch perfectly? I imagine we'll probably see it as is. Fiore drop into a 4. I can't remember the last time I saw any Northern Burn player get a 4. Keane is in the book. I don't think he's won right walking that tightrope either. Stormy Strummy. No changes from Dimble, no worries. Can see Edwards throwing his Waitrose mixed nuts across the room. He's so calm, is he? But you know what? I can see the fucking chair going and everything. Especially now he's seen a Fiore 4. As is. Wow, that is brave, Ian. Let's resume the action then. Burn are coming back into it, or at least seeing some of the ball. We'll slow it down for the last few minutes. They have a header. Fine save. Ronaldinho picks it up. Ferguson. Fiore's there. Can't control it. Ferguson. Kovalchuk. Shevchenko. 2 minutes being added on. Zayleus. And now on the counter. Camper. Oh, Zayleus has been sent off. That is fucking huge for the second leg. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Thought he was still roasting his own chickpeas. This whole playoff crack is mad. Graph for the best part of 3 months, twice a week for the game to do 1 minute into the playoffs. Zayleus missing for the second leg, by the way, is fucking massive for East Coast. Keen red to complete the set. We've still got a couple of minutes left, Doug, and it could happen. Ian, of course, you can change things if you want at this point. By the way, look at Mike. Both managers losing their hair. It's a Brazilian match. It's all about the second leg now. I can't remember what it's called. I do apologize. Someone may have already seen it. But before I forget, there's a movie come out on Netflix about the Homeless World Cup, I believe it is. I saw the trailer for it. Looks amazing. A couple of guys on FRI have watched it. They said it's a brilliant film. So if you know the one I'm talking about and you have seen it, let me know how good it is without any spoilers. If you haven't seen it, put it on your recommended list. Let's do the actual work now. Arrows off the DMs, no problem. Ronnie back to MC with a little arrow. No worries. And Ian, of course, for yourself, if you could just confirm, please. Just stop getting through as easy as Slim Duggan. Burn do anything with a few minutes to go. Mr. As Is. Does he throw Palermo on for the last couple of minutes? Fiore is still on a 4. There's no way he's playing the second leg, surely. Ian's gone as is. He's happy to ride it out. Into injury time. There's the final whistle. Well, we only had the 1 goal, but we had plenty of drama. Thought there was 5. There are 5 subs. Who didn't I give 5 subs? Who didn't I give 5 subs to? No, everyone had 5 subs. See? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good result. Dimble, good result, 10v10. Let's see what the red cards were for before we look at the stats. So Hussein moved forward with the ball. He tried to go past Carlos. He went down from a shove. He was sent off for a professional foul. No, I mean choice. Sorry, Alex, I'm obviously being a bit thick. So he was sent off for a shove in the first minute. That seems harsh. At the other end, Rossi took the ball forward. He chipped it. Zales fouled his Skulls, who wasn't even involved, and got a second yellow. Big Bergstrom again, indeed. Oh, dear me. Oh, I see. Yeah, no, I'm glad Dan's here to read Leicestershire. I've not got it. Yeah, no worries. I'll appeal both. And there we go. Rest assured, the chickpeas are just out the oven. Let's have a quick look at the match stats. Burn with just the 1 attempt on goal. Unfortunate for them how this game's panned out. Coast will be happy, but maybe they needed to capitalise, possibly, or maybe 1-0's enough. You want to get an air fryer. Everyone gets an air fryer. Yes, Bergstrom, man of the match. Is he going to be the player that breaks out this season? Yeah, Jens still. Oh dear. Jalapeno pretzel pieces. Easy for you to say. You lot do have some exotic snacks. I've at best got a Kit Kat after this. Looking at Northern Burn, unfortunately, it just wasn't their night tonight. I mean, the ratings are very average, but it was against them. What I would say the positive, and I mentioned it earlier, the fact that Keane's the only player to get booked means that all those other players are available for the second leg. Don't think he's ever got 10 in a home set. Big game player. Great first game to kick off playoff season. Right, Gary Neville gets sub 5. There we go. So Mike has done the cardinal sin of dropping Mido for the playoffs. Don't understand. But here is the tactic. Bergstrom was the substitute teacher when Miss Hoover went off. Candea has been brilliant since coming in. Segalko, obviously the big name player in this team. Davids drops back into holding midfield, and Robbie Savage is going to control that midfield on his own. All part of the plan. Duggan sending a nice best of luck, Mike. Remember, again, it's only the first leg. Nothing can be won and lost here tonight. For the benefit of anyone who missed the graphic, Sancte have a superb record against Stanley, winning 3 of the 4 games. However, Stanley did win their last meeting 3-0. Sancte go completely unchanged from their last game, which secured them their playoff place. And Reyes has been added to the subs bench. Dano's all 6 involved in the playoffs win. Oh, dear me. Again, send us your score predictions, please. Let us know what you think is going to happen in this game. First leg, Stanley at home to Sancte. Let's get involved. Well, they've both lasted longer than Bern did with 11 players. It looks like Sancte have started quite quickly, but I say that as Stanley's come forward. Candea involved, back involved, Vesterveld would stay, Sigalko trying to get involved. They want a penalty. They don't get a penalty. The away side with the claim not given. Evening, Hodgie. Hope you're well. And there's a red card for Archie back. Oh, wow. Fuck's sake. In 114 minutes of playoff action, that's our 3rd red card. This is all because I said the other night that the refs are too lenient now and there's not enough red cards. Oh, dear. Of course, Mike, this means you can change things as well if you want to. Hodgie, how are you, pal? I hope you're doing well, mate. Dimple's refs are back. If Mike lasts with 11 men, it's a conspiracy. both managers going no changes. No problem at all. Let's resume the action. Can Stanley take advantage of this? They have that extra man now. There's a yellow card, I believe that was for Brown. Good, mate. Glad to hear it. Get to half-time, 0-0. Sancte, 4 attempts, 1 on target. Stanley, going back to their kind of early season form, if you can remember that far back, where they just didn't really like to attack, and they were built on being difficult to break down. Looking at the home side, Edgar Davids on a 5, probably because he's now got nobody to mark. Everyone throw a prediction in the chat. Who's getting sent off for Mike? Which of these players is not seeing out the 90? Inzaki's missed 3 good chances there, says Doug. Brown is the player who got the yellow card. And only 1 player, João Pinto, below 90% condition. As for Sancte, obviously Archie Back got sent off. We also have a 5 from Emmanuel Petit. Very rare to see that. Inzaghi, the only other player below a 7. No one in the book. Few touches, which is, I mean, I know they're down to 10, but Sancte are normally better than that. Condition-wise, no issue at all. Nothing till 60 for Mike. Lovely. Sun to see red. My money's on Ugo. Lovely. Mido red. He's going to come on at 60 and get sent off. Duggan going as is as well. Let's resume the action then. As Stanley take the lead, it is Candea with his first ever goal for the club. What a time to score it as well. Oh, and Savage nearly makes it 2 on the hour. Oh, so unfortunate. We have reached that hour mark. Edgar David's still on a 5. Wes Brown still the only player in the book. No, João Pinto dropped to 84, but nothing too concerning. Interesting to see what Mike does. How does that goal change his thinking, maybe? As for Sancte, do they chase it here, or do they do like Ian did and just try and keep it at 1 and go again in the second leg? All 6s and 7s now on the pitch. Still no one in the book. And still no one below 91% either. It's looking all right for Sancte at the moment. And here comes the man of Duggan's nightmares. Pinto off, Mido on, straight swap. And here come the Sancte changes. Gallardo for Petit. Stick him AMC alongside Owen. Okay. With arrows. So presuming something a little bit like that. Ambrosini central with no arrow and done. Lovely. Thank you very much. Half an hour left to play of this first leg. Did I not put him central? Oh, yeah. Let's continue on. And Gallardo! And this is why Duggan is at the top of his game. The substitution has worked and worked a treat. He looks an absolute genius. Kandea advancing into the final 5. And here come the home side again. Mido moves fractionally early, offside. 4 minutes being added on. Here come the home side again. Savage. Simak. Kandea. Salihamidzic. Calm with the save. Into injury time. And there is the final whistle. 1 apiece on a knife edge. Tato has already conducted the post-match interviews. Should we see what Archie Back got sent off for? David's delayed playing the ball. Reckless challenge by Back. He went in 2 feet on David's. I'm presuming Sancte won't be appealing that one. Match stats. Maxim letting the side down. Poor effort from such a key player. Both teams had opportunities, but what kind of how the end of the season's gone for a lot of teams, quite wasteful in front of goal. Maxim, I mean, he's had 1 shot. He's got an 8 rating. 3 decent teams tonight. As for Sancte, looking at their ratings, it's just the attacking players for them, really. It just didn't quite happen. Ambrosini picking up man of the match. You can see Duggan's referenced it there, just to confirm for people. Away goals used if scores are level after 90 minutes in the second leg. So that away goal could be huge. That's it. That concludes tonight's efforts. I'm going to go and have something to eat now. I will see you again on Thursday. I can't imagine packs will be out tonight, so I'll do them when I get back from training tomorrow night, where we will have the second legs of these games plus the first legs of Vikings versus Badgers, and that will be due to commence from about the same time, 9:30 on Thursday evening. It is finally poised, isn't it? See you then. Good night.